So in this video, we're going to teach you how to take a carburetor off of a Polaris Sportsman 500 HO 2012. So what you want to do is just pop all these off. Pop this off here. Make sure all the plastics and seats are off, or these side plastics here. You're going to want to take these out. It's going to be a 10 millimeter. I already have them all loosened out. There's going to be 2 screws in here you're going to want to take out. And then you're going to want to pull these out. These screws here. Pull this little bracket thing out here. And then put these screws back in just so you don't lose them. You can take these screws out to pop this kind of out of your way, but I'm not gonna. So you want to loosen up these clips here. Put that right there, and then pop this tube right out of the way. It just runs into your frame here. And then you're gonna want to pop the gas off. You're just gonna take a pair of pliers. You're gonna take a pair of pliers, pull these up out of the way here. And then pull this off. Make sure your gas is shut off before you do this. You're gonna want to come around to this side. You see it right in there. There's a little clamp on there, but mine's broke, so I never put it on. You're gonna want to pull the clamp off. And I just want to take my needleless pliers, kind of barely grab it, and pull up. Make sure not to break your hose, because it won't work. And then there we go. That's off. You're gonna want to do this clamp here, loosen it up, the fill-ups. And then I like to pull it off here. And what I do, so I don't drop anything into my engine, because I may have done that before, is you're gonna want to take some duct tape. Or duct tape, a small rag or something like that. Just make sure not to drop anything in here, because that's bad. And then you're gonna want to put the tape over here. Just kind of cover it up so that way you don't drop anything in there. And then when you go to put the carburetor back in the hole, take it off. Now you're gonna want to move to this, take this off. It's going to be a 12 metric. You want to slide this boot off here. And you want to get in here, and it's kind of a bit of a pain to get off. There you go, retard. Just looks like you're struggling right now. Alright guys, now that we got that loosened up, it's loosened up. Alright, now that that's loosened up, I'll show you what I use to get it off. It's just a 12 millimeter, and then I have a little hole in it, so that way I can slide it on here to get it off much easier. It's quite a tight spot. Alright, now you got everything else off. You're gonna want to take these off. They may be kind of tight. It's not the first time taking the carburetor off, because people may tighten them down a little bit too tight. So you want to pop this off like this. And what I like to do is I slide this boot off of here, right here. And then you'll take a 8mm wrench or a 5/16 Just kind of loosen this boot up, not run it off all the way yet. Take your throttle cable off. You're gonna want to go. You're gonna push this up here, and you're gonna want to get under this cable with another pick, and then hold that up here. Slide the pick out under here. Get this cable loosened up here. Take a couple times. Switch when you put it back in. That's hard.
But this is so amazing. People know how long time lapse is there.
If it's their first time, it's definitely taking longer than this.
You're gonna break it.
No, no. Pull out and then take it out here. And just whatever you do, the reason we put the duct tape on there is because when you're gonna go to put this back in, you want to use it with pliers. It may fly out of the pliers a couple times, and it may fall into the engine if you're not careful, because that definitely didn't happen to me a time or two. Loosen this all the way up here. Take this off and pull it out. And then there you have it, folks. Carburetor all taken off and apart. And that's a lot of gas.